Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends to go over a 10-time summoning event that we will be having tomorrow. All the champions are above my head. We have Altan, Lugan the Steadfast, Ignatius, Solas, Sepulchre Sentinel, Grizzle Jarl, Lightsworn, and Umbral Enchantress. Some really good champions for clan boss and to get you through content in the game. Then if you look in the middle of my screen right now, you will see my campfire is under construction. This is not a trick, ladies and gentlemen. Not whatsoever. This is my account. This is my campfire. It's going to be something. So 20 hours ago, a Twitter went out and a Facebook post went out to show this and not give you any information about it whatsoever. I don't get excited about stuff like this. Let us know what's coming in the patch. Do you have anything planned whatsoever? Or are you just going to tease us to death with just a picture every 3 weeks? But that's it. I'm going to put that down. Now we're going to, you know I love summons. So we're going to get into the summons. We're going to get into these champions. I have all these champions except for Ignatius. But I know all about them, so don't worry. We'll start off with the Banner Lords, Lugan the Steadfast. Now, I don't have him leveled up. I think I'm going to go stream after this, level him up, and have some fun because he is a very good champion. You just want to base all his damage off of HP because he's going to heal all your allies based off of that, right? So just as much HP as possible, critical damage. Right here, he does ally protect, so he's going to take 50% of all the damage that they take, plus give himself increased defense. And then his A3 is based off of attack, but we don't care. We're not worried about getting massive damage off the A3. We only want it off the A1, but we do get block skill cooldowns, which is still amazing. A great champion. You could even use this guy in the clan boss. So if you get him early game, hey, good on you. Level him up, use him all the way to end game. He can do so much for you. Now we've got Altan. We skipped Altan. Let's go over to the Barbarians. You know the skinny, tall Barbarian that you've seen around. This is a champion, though, unless you're a mega whale and have everything in the game locked down, you pull this guy, use him right away. He is so good. Damage based off of defense here on his A1, decreased attack, increased defense to your whole entire team on a 3-turn cooldown once you book him out. And then both, it does damage as well. It does a single target attack. Both hit very hard based off of defense. And if you kill an enemy, you can revive a random ally. Plus, he has a really good aura here of 33% defense in battles. So please, if you get Altan, use him. I'll revise a guide on him. He really is that good. Altan is amazing. Let's get over to Ignatius and Ogren tribes. I don't have him, but I know he can do a massive amount of damage on his AoE here. This AoE provoke, unfortunately, it's not a 100% chance to apply. I don't know why, but we do have an AoE burn here that also does damage, and this debuff cannot be resisted. We can weak hit and not apply, of course, but if you want to do something like, say, Spider's 20 burn, or if you want to even farm Nightmare Campaign with this guy, you can do it. He is very strong. He has really good multipliers on both of these AoEs. I've seen him hit very hard. So Ignatius is another good champion. I don't feel he's as good as the other two as far as progression through the game, but he's still good. All right, we've got Solas on the list here, Knights Revenant. Let's check him out. So I've played Solas for a long time, and you know all these champions that we see on this list, actually every single champion on this list is good for Faction Wars as well. And without this guy for my Faction War 21 team, it would be so much harder. Solas is actually a phenomenal champion. Everything that he does, he hits hard, he removes buffs, he does provokes, he can stun on his A1. He is really good. The only problem is his base speed is 87. So in Arena, you don't see him as much because that base speed honestly hurts a lot. I wish they would bring this up to 99. He's just gonna be a good champion. He's not gonna be crazy. Bring that up to 99 or 105, whatever you want to do, and this guy is gonna be off the chart. So we've got a faction Crips buff aura here. And then we'll go over to his A1. So his A1, all his damage is based off of defense. A1 has a chance to stun, like I said. This one attacks 3 times at random. It removes all the buffs from them and places a provoke. So we got a 3-turn cooldown at 100% chance to provoke 3 targets at random and remove the buff. It says remove a buff, but it removes all buffs, actually is what it does. This one provokes everyone on the enemy team and then places a shield on himself, again, based off of defense. And believe me, he can hit. He can hit very hard. So Solas is a good champion if you're going to run through Faction Wars 21 or all the way up through Knights Revenant's Faction Wars. Use him. You can use him in Arena. You can use him through progress through waves, just like all the rest of these champions. Really good. Sepulchre Sentinel. Hey, that's good. We're in Knights Revenant. Here she is. A clan boss beast. If you want to use her as your lead in the clan boss, she gets an increased defense of 25% in all battles, Plus right here, we get a decreased attack on the A1, just like we got with Altan. Great to have. You got to have that on the clan boss, right? Unless you're running an unkillable team, all your clan boss team they have to have a decreased attack of 50% with 100% uptime. That's how you're going to get the most damage out of your team. And then this one here, increased defense by 60% and puts up block debuffs. Block debuffs buff, which is phenomenal because then we can't be stunned by the clan boss as long as you have it timed right. And you can't get those debuffs put up on you. She is very, very good champion. Right here, also she can take away some incoming damage. It's a percentage based 1 turn cooldown, but she actually negates all that damage. So really good. Sepulchre Sentinel is a phenomenal champion. I'm sure I've got guides on quite a few of these though. We're gonna go over to Grizzle Jarl, another great champion that's good for the clan boss and through progression through the game, and somebody that I would not be able to do Faction Wars 21 auto without him. I don't think I would be able to, because this ability here blocks debuffs buff for 1 turn and then increases defense by 60%. Again, we're getting a lot of champions here that look like they're good for the clan boss, do damage based off of defense because you want high defense in the clan boss to last longer. And then his attack here does this debuff, but we don't really want this to hit. So you want to run Grizzle Jarl without any accuracy. If you're going to run them in the clan boss. Yes, the decreased attack is amazing, AoE decreased attack, so you want accuracy for that part if you're running something else like Faction Wars or anything else. But for the clan boss, we don't want to take up a debuff slot with this heal reduction. So for the clan boss alone, because you're going to have somebody else to give you their A1 decrease attack. So for the clan boss alone, just put a defense banner on him, he'll be fine. And then for anything else you run, get that accuracy banner up on him. Because AoE decrease attack is great, and then the rest of everything else he does is great. Very good. I've got him maxed out as well. I've got actually all these other epics maxed out, Solas maxed out, Altan maxed out. The only one I don't have fully maxed is Lugan, which we're going to do probably on stream in just a minute. Have some fun with him. And the rest of these I've got. Grizzle Jarl, all the rest, no problem. Now we've got Lightsworn. Lightsworn I'm actually not a super big fan of. He can hit hard, does damage based off of defense again, right? We're seeing a theme here. He attacks one enemy. He decreases the turn meter. He attacks 3 times, but only decreases the turn meter by 10%. It's not 10% per attack. Now, if it was 10% per attack, you'd see this guy flying in Fire Knight like all the time. But he does hit hard based off of defense. This move hits very, very hard. It's on a 3-turn cooldown once booked out. Decreased attack, decreased speed. So if you have to, like if say you don't have anybody to decrease attack on the clan boss, you could use this. But it's not going to be at 100% uptime. And this is the thing I don't like about him. We get the increased defense, right, on a 4-turn cooldown, and we get a revive on death. This should be on a 3-turn cooldown for 2 turns, because a revive on death is preemptive. You got to be ready for it. You got to know somebody's going to die. You just have to have it up when they're going to die, right? And you don't always know that. If this was a revive or bring somebody back to life, I would like it much more. I would definitely like it more than what it is right now. But he's still a great champion. Great champion to have. Now we have Umbral Enchantress. One of my favorite champions to get through waves in the game. Demon Spawn. Here we are. Umbral Enchantress here. I'm sure you've seen a guide that I've put out on her. She is so good because she provokes everybody for 2 turns. 100% chance to provoke everybody for 2 turns. So the first wave, you're going to provoke them all. And then she can't use any other abilities for 5 turns. That's fine, because once you go through a wave, you kill that first wave, you go to the next one, this drops off, and she's going to immediately put up a block buffs debuff on everybody. So when you go into Ice Golem, the first wave in Ice Golem, she's going to provoke everybody for 2 turns. You're going to kill everybody within 2 turns, I'm sure, if not 3 turns. And then when you go to the second wave, you're going to put up block buffs debuffs for 3 turns. It's not for 2 turns here. This is for 3 whole turns. So those terror beasts that you come up against that put that reflect out there that always kill your guys when they do damage to them, they won't be able to put that up. It won't apply. Or if you go into the second round of Dragon and you have Apothecary doing, or the Horden's buffing up, they won't be able to do that either. It's a very, very good champion to have to get through the game, and she's Void. So that's it. That's it for all these champions. If you have any questions, please put it down below. I'm definitely going to go play around with Lugan the Steadfast. Oh, let's put our picture back up. Let's put our picture. Oh, whoa, whoa, the campfire is being constructed. Look at that. So let me know your thoughts on this 10-time summon. As always, you probably haven't made it this far in the video, but if you did, you know I'm not a big fan of 10-time summon. Save everything for 2-time summon. Unless you're a Mega Whale and you're just missing an Altan out of your roster, or Ignatius, or Solas, and you just want to go after that. That's the only reason to do it. So thank you so much for your time, guys. I will see you all in a video soon.